What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy, and this is One Piece. That's right, we're back. It's episode 26. Yeah, it's 26 and 27. We're going to keep going here because we're in the Baratie arc. And we got to find out if the restaurant can be saved, or if Don Krieg and his villainous Pearl Shield dude are going to burn it to the ground while they're standing on it, which seems like a bad strategy. Because it is the only ship nearby, and you're all going to die if you lose the only ship. So maybe don't light it on fire. I don't know. If you want the full length reaction, go to patreon.com/nerdynightly. But if you don't, stay here because, well, let's be honest, you're already here. And why click away now? Why did you click on the video if you're just going to click away before, we got into the video? All right, you ready to dance it out with me? Chat. Are you ready to dance? This isn't really the dancey part, though. You know what I mean? Like, this is all the prologue. Prologue for that. And then it just kicks in. And suddenly, the power of One Piece is inside of you. I'm gonna break this fucking chair. One Piece! This ship is on fire! Well, no more fins for you. Not our outdoor patio. Can you do it though, Gin? They say son of a bitch a lot in this. Luffy, you can't swim. You know that, right? Luffy just gets it. You know? He just gets it. Gin and Krieg are like, aren't you guys fighting us? Gin! Those guys are still just floating. They're very good at treading water. That is impressive. It is so fun how much the show plays with Luffy's ability to just see things plainly is one of his greatest strengths, right? They always give, like, the people around Luffy their own villains. And it's like, Luffy's gonna fight Buggy. Zoro's gonna fight the Acrobat. Whenever Luffy talks a little bit quieter, you know shit's actually about to go down. Because he kind of talks like me, where it's a little bit loud. But when Luffy gets down here, I'm coming. That's when you know. You know. God, that thing would be so hard to wield. The sound design of that weapon is exquisite. It's well done. That was a great shot. Whoa! Let's go, Sanji! Jesus. That seemed fun. For me, not for them. There is a lot of people watching fights in this show, and it's very funny. Because it's like life or death stakes for the people watching, but they don't do anything. They just sit there and they're like, oh. No. Oh, Luffy. Interesting. What was that noise? Oh, fuck. Even if Sanji wins here, there's a good chance he dies of internal injuries, right? I mean, he won't, but this is pretty brutal. Let's go, Sanji! Whoa, this is fucking brutal. Holy shit. Remember when this was just a light kids show? 20 episodes ago? I think I said that multiple times. And now it's like, here's the sounds of this man's broken bones grinding in his chest. Wow. It was the first time for me. Kindness, man. It's crazy. I don't know, I agree with that. I love that he's like a transformer where he can like become other forms. Yeah, he's not a great dude. Wow, Don Krieg's aim is terrible. Wow, that brainwashing is weird. Oh, interesting. That's where the episode leaves off? Holy shit, that's mean. Oda, that shit's mean. My dude. God damn. Wow. Gin is delightfully complex, isn't he? That's fun. I like that I really like the way they did that. The playing with the kindness changes a person trope. But to not fully change Gin, right? To like have him still follow Don Krieg and still be a Kriegian in so many ways. You know, I think that it would be a little sappy for him to be like, oh no, I love everybody now. I don't want to be a pirate anymore. And I think that like English was a little clunky in the like, not that I think we do anything bad or anything. That line was a little weird, but the concept and the way that this played out was actually really fun and brutal. Like, so realistically brutal. Obviously, like, you would die a lot faster, but these people are more durable than real humans, whatever, it's a fantasy world. That seems to be relatively consistent, which makes it kind of work for me. But the brutality of it and the fact that he is willing to be so brutal towards Sanji, but he can't kill him. Like, he can do everything but, because of this one act of kindness, is really well told. And saying, like, Gin is still Gin. He's still that person. He's still capable of that brutality, of that violence, of that evil. And doesn't even necessarily think of it as brutality or violence or evil, right? He thinks of it as necessary to survival, to play that out in that character and have it be a little bit of the both sides of it. In a way that doesn't really make sense from an outside perspective, but absolutely makes sense from an inside perspective for the character. It's just really well done. And this episode had more of the fight stuff that I think people want from the show, or that some people want, right? This had more of the action and the fun, and a little bit less of the narrative advancement, but in the little ways in which it showed Gin's personality and his internal motivation, and also Sanji's grit and Sanji's sort of... there's no limit on how far Sanji will go in these situations, right? Which is very similar to Zoro and Luffy in a different way. Obviously, Luffy has powers that make it less concerning for him to be in those situations. But I think that was all really well handled here. And there's some great comedy in this episode too, right? It was just a really interesting dive into the psyche of a villain like Gin, The MH5 thing is weird. Isn't there like isn't there like a gas that I think the US used? That was like a weird real world commentary on something that like triggered something in my brain, but I can't quite remember what it was called. But yeah, Krieg is bad news bears, man. I don't know how they get out of this one. Krieg seems pretty set up. I think he's running out of tools. Like he's gonna like run out of gadgets soon. But even after that, he can still lift very, very, very heavy things. So he's gonna be tough. Luffy's in for it here, and I'm kind of curious. I also, like, where are the rest of the gang, right? I thought we would cut over to Nami and Zoro and Usopp at some point, and we didn't. So let's watch the next episode. There's a lot going on here, but I'm having a good time with it. Oh my God. I don't want to look in your mouth. Get out of here. God, the music of this show is so good. Those two people are fucking dead. Doo-doo. Oh, did Gin throw him his? Because Gin, like, wants to die or something? Ooh. This use of black and white's really clever. Well done. I can't believe he committed a war crime. Do they have war crimes in this world? Probably not. They're all pirates, right? I think, like, the global government or whatever the fuck, I don't understand what that is. They probably think everything piracy related is a war crime, but... Oh no. Matsuku, お前がくれたのか? Oh, wow. Oh, that is horrifying. Ooh, the milky eyes, it's such an incredible visual. Tragic and like horrifying, but just so well done. That is true. Oh yeah, Sanji's not fucking carrying him right now. All of his bones are broken. I won't die. Let's go, Luffy. I thought Kuro was like the most despicable person, but I feel like the show's just gonna keep one-upping that. Those are piercing, Luffy. What? Where did that come from? Oh, shit! Come on, Luffy! This is why you don't fight crazy, and Luffy's crazy. It doesn't matter how good you are, it doesn't matter what shield you put up. If he's just willing to take the hit and punch through it... He hit him along with the porcupine. Holy shit. There's a lot of cursing in this show. I'm amazed kids watch this. Sometimes. Ooh. Ooh, do the devil fruits, like, give him faster healing? Not that he needs it. Based on how fast Zoro heals, everyone here heals extra quickly, but... He's just smiling. Don't fight crazy, kids. Don't do it. It's not a good idea. Is Don Krieg actually down? Like, down and out down? Usually these fights go on a little bit longer, but it seems like they might be playing this one as, like, that was it. Yeah, he is. But he's R crazy, you know what I mean? Breathe in a lot of good air. I'm not sure why they think, like, different air is gonna cure poisoning, but... Let's go, Gin. You can do this. I believe in you. All of these pirates can tread water like a motherfucker. They've been treading water for like an episode and a half. Maybe longer. How did he grab on with his foot there? Dude, if Don Krieg was so invincible, Mihawk would not have wrecked his ass in the Grand Line and then again here, okay? Your Don Krieg was never that great to begin with. At least Hawkeye Mihawk respected Zoro. Luffy needs to get out of the East Blue. He's too powerful for this place. Luffy, like, did all the side quests, and now he's just a little bit too strong for the local bosses. He needs to go to the next area. Very cool. He's not trying to hit Luffy, though. He's trying to break the ship underneath him, right? The mighty battle spear. I'll fall. The thing is, I feel like Don Krieg also can't swim in that much armor, right? God, his armor is so modular, but he's wearing, like, purple jeans with it. It weighs a ton? I'm sorry, that spear weighs like a Hyundai Accent? Team Rocket's blasting off again. Oh, Luke. Oh, damn. With a spear of blind determination. Luffy is one durable motherfucker. I just can't get over the fact that that thing weighs a ton. It's so funny. He's just swinging a sedan around. He's still smiling. Luffy's fine. Maybe fine. Come Come on, Luffy. What do you got here? You got the next episode. I have a feeling. I think there's like one more episode fight, maybe, and then... Ooh.
あの小僧の槍も同じ武力ってわけだ。腹にくくった
The spear held in his heart. Maybe my spear was the friends we made along the way. Did he bounce the explosion force back into the spear? I love that. That was very fun. That prepare yourself had like real horror in it for Don Krieg. You know what I mean? That was you fucked around, time to find out kind of eye closing there. Cool. Cool. I mean, mostly action for these last two episodes, right? But like some really interesting stuff. I think that a lot of the narrative of this arc is kind of over. We're at the point where it is just about beating up on Krieg, right? We've told the story. We've gotten into Gin in the last episode, which was really great, right? And I think that like backstory and the stakes of this fight, and one of the things I think that showed us really well is it sets up the stakes of like the physical fight of like, oh, this guy's dangerous, and also sets up that there is a personal stake in the fight for characters every time. Every fight we've gotten into, there is a interpersonal reason why these characters are engaged in this combat. And I think that's really smart. And for Luffy, a lot of it is he keeps running into these people who tell him like, ah, man, like one day I want to run the best restaurant in the world. I want to be the greatest swordsman. I want to be these things. And Luffy gloms onto their dreams because he believes so deeply in his dreams, right? And seeing someone else have these incredibly strong dreams inspires him to these incredible feats of physical violence, but also protection and safety and being a shield around good people. And so it's just really wonderful to kind of dive into each of these arcs that we've had so far and see how Oda builds out the world behind this little, you know, this is a movie, right? And each of these movies has a purpose and has a deeper point and something to say about the world and what it means to be a dreamer. And I think that one of the reasons why the show works so well for me is that as someone who like was like, I'm gonna be on Broadway, I'm gonna be an actor and have this like life where I make movies and do musicals, and you have to have a little bit of narcissism, right, to believe that you should be watched, but also just an incredible capacity for dreaming. And I think that that's why the show's so relatable, just to me personally, is I get it. Like, I get that being a kid and being like, I'm going to do this thing. And all the adults in your life are like, no, you're not. Like, one in whatever is on Broadway. And I never was. Or yet. Maybe one day. But, you know, I did my national tours, and I've toured Japan as a singer, and I've had a great life as an entertainer. And it was because I chased my dreams. And it was because I didn't listen to those people that told me it was impossible, or all of those things that they said over and over and over again. It's because I listened to myself and I listened to what I wanted, and I went for it. And now I make YouTube videos for a living. And you know what? My life's pretty great. And I think that the value in having incredible work ethic, right? I think you have to be willing to work very hard, and chasing your dreams is so high. And to have this show that's about piracy and fun and combat and all of these things, ultimately it feels like it's really about just being willing to chase the thing that you want. And I'm sure that Oda came at that as a writer, right? Like, I want to write. I want my life to be as a writer. That's a huge dream. And a lot of people are going to tell you that's never going to happen. And he made that happen, you know, in a metaphysical way. He is the Luffy of his story, probably, right? Or not. Maybe he's writing about someone else in his life, but it's really strong stuff. And I cannot wait to watch Krieg eat it, because what a dish bag. I was gonna say dirt bag, but I said dish bag. What a dish bag that Don Krieg. I'll be back on Thursday. This is a Monday video, right? Yeah, I'll be back on Thursday. Thursday, we're gonna finish the arc. On Thursday, we're done with Baratie. I'm I'm gonna be sad. I like Zeph. I'm gonna miss Zeph. I'm not gonna lie. He's a cool dude. If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave me in comments down below, because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. This episode, that algorithm goddess. There's still no women in the show. So we'll get to other women later, but the goddess will be Zeph, because I'm gonna miss him. If you want to follow me around the internet, you can. I'm at nerdynightly. But if you don't, stay no. But until then, do something nerdy tonight.